Thank you so much.
Even it was amazing to hear all about universal quality education, employing children, teenagers with tablet, paid digital currency. What a fantastic idea! And you don't shame them. It's so nice that you don't shame children, but how you motivate them, and recycling system and sense of purpose and belonging. So thank you very much for your true work, and I'll say you are a true inspirations for all the educators, and truly the government schools also. I pray that yes, all the government schools get this model and starts working. So now, audience, it is your turn. So we can start with the question answer session.
Great. So I'll just read the questions and answer.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes, audience.
well, the first question: how do you break the barrier of parental expectations? I mentioned in the talk that it was hard to get the parents to cooperate, but once they started realizing that when the kids learn more, their earnings will go higher up in their lives, that's enough incentive for parents to want to send their kids to learn more. The second one,
Yeah. With such disparity in the schooling system in the form of curriculum, infrastructures, and fee, how can one ensure quality opportunities for all?
I think we have to fix up our government schools. There is no way around that,
Yeah.
because this whole thing of sending, rich kids to elite schools and the poor kids having to go to government school, we are creating a class difference in itself, and that really has to
Yeah.
stop. So if we really want to empower everyone, we have to make government schools better, so good like Finland, so that parents are motivated to send their kids, and they put in their investment into the school so that we can bring up the school there. So we really think that government schools have to be for everyone, and that's the only way we can provide equal opportunities for all.
Agree. Completely agree. Before I read out question number 3, Parmita, I have one question.
Yes,
That
please.
how you manage your finance then?
Finance.
Yeah. How
Yeah,
you
we are
manage?
struggling. That's always an issue, of course. So we were lucky enough to be funded by Oil India Limited. Our Assam school is funded by Oil India Limited. And
Okay.
now we have another trust, Motivation for Excellence, based in Mumbai. They trust us. They like our model. They funded our school in Delhi. But our idea
Yeah.
is to get the government to fund our program. So our plan is to go to
Yeah.
Gwalior. And when we go to Gwalior, our teachers are going to be doing a teacher training program to, help the government teachers learn our model. And then we are hoping that
Okay.
the government can hire our people as teachers, because that's the only way to become
Okay.
self-sustainable. So we are working towards that.
Agree. Thank you so much, and all our good wishes to you.
Thank you.
Question number 3 is, what according to you should a student of the future await for? Open schooling format or regular schooling with merits and demerits balanced?
I think we need to start training students now for the issues ahead. And I really think that our model, it helps everyone. Even if you just take our model and put that in for elite school students, they will still benefit from that, because there are so many life skills that you learn. So for now, we
Yeah.
don't know what is in our future, we really don't know. We don't know when AI will take over. So what we can do, the best we can give students is to be creative, give them the space to be creative, make them adaptable, so that whatever the future has in store for us, they are ready to experiment and explore and, do what they're required to do, instead of just confining them to a box and saying, okay, this is it. I mean, there might not be no need for doctors in future. AI will be so much better than human doctors that there's probably 80% of our jobs won't be there. So we need the kids to be adaptable, and that's what we need to train them for.
True. Very, very true. Question number 4 is empowering teachers in the first step to school transformation. What are the other factors?
So if we actually want to transform a school, we have to consider the holistic development of the child, which we don't do. If a kid is hungry, then how will the kid learn? If there is physical abuse happening at home, how will the kid concentrate at school? So instead of trying to look at school as one separate thing, like we have health NGOs and menstruation hygiene NGOs and education NGOs, instead of having all the separate things, we need to combine everything into one thing, and that's what we are trying to do. Provide one place for the community, for the students to come and work on a different aspect, and only then we can hope to actually achieve any kind of transformation.
Yeah, thank you. So wonderful to even hear your answers also. So our question number 5 is, what do you think? What is more important for children, worksheet or practical approach?
Both, I would say both. Practical approach more so because you learn so much by doing. And then what we do at our school is whatever they are learning, whatever vocational training or anything they're learning hands-on, the worksheets are designed to fit that. So that students there's like a connectivity between the vocational training and the worksheets that they are doing, which makes them really enjoy doing the worksheet. So we need to make education, like for example, in Finland, you must have known, they don't have subjects anymore. They take a topic and they study the different aspects of the subjects. So, that's what we need to aim for also, so that it's more enjoyable for the kids instead of just making them, just do something that they don't want to do or just making them repeat the same thing over and over.
Yes, Parmita, totally I agree with you. And one thing I wonder that why we wait that when children will grow, they will do. I can see that exactly. Yes, in childhood also they can make miracles. We really don't have to wait. Ke bade ho jaoge, then you will do this. And I think that trust
Definitely.
which your Akshar Foundation is doing is really, really very nice. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Any other questions, audience?
Which says, are there no legal implications in employing minors as paid laborers? Now, here's the thing. That is a controversial thing. But in general, from age 14 to 18, you can work 3 hours every day. That's the government rule. And forget the government rule.
Yeah.
There are kids who are working as child laborers. Are we doing anything about that? No. That's happening even now, and because of pandemic, our students are working as child laborers now because schools are closed. Now, what do we do? Because they have to earn money to eat, to feed themselves, to pay their rent. So we have to not think about the legal aspects and think about what is actually happening. Yeah. There is a big difference in that. And all our laws and ideas, they don't take the factor in that children need money to feed themselves. So yes, I mean, we are fine in terms of like we have 14 to 18 years. They work only for 3 hours, but we are not even considering that. We in fact go by, we are using child labor, to end child labor. Like that's our motto, because that's the only way we can actually help a kid, by helping them to earn enough money to stay in school so that, they can do what they want to do in their lives.
Very true, very true. What I'll say, Parmita, that 21st century illiteracy won't be where we are not able to read and write. But 21st century illiteracy will be when we are not able to learn, relearn and unlearn. Exactly. And I'm so glad that you are giving these experiences to the young children. Adaptability. Now, see, because of the pandemic, so many changes have happened, and I'm so amazed to look at the teachers' adaptability. Many of the jobs in futures won't be available. So we need to find out that what is coming in front of us. And our kids are good problem solver. They are more optimistic. They are hardworking. Many things are needed. I think this is how the face of the school must change. Must change. Yeah. Audience, yes. Now, anything from your side? Any question?
Yeah, Parmita, can I ask one question, ma'am?
Yes, please.
Yeah, Parmita, when these kind of kids you get, how do you deal with a discipline problem?
So the students get fined when they behave wrong in school. So they earn money for teaching, but if they do something wrong, they pay fine. And it works like it works with adults. When you are driving on the wrong side and then you are fined, you probably wouldn't do that again. Same with kids. So we have like no discipline problem in school. Because of that, yeah.
Very nice. Even one question is in the chat box that, Parmita, what is your inspiration?
My inspiration would be
inspired you to do this. Yeah.
There's so many poor people in the world. Like if we don't do something, who will? We are privileged. We have the opportunities, and it's high time that we make the right choices with our opportunities. And we can't progress as a society if there is a discrimination. Like we have a rich and a poor class. It doesn't work like that, So we have to work towards providing an equal opportunity for everyone.
Very true.
How do you deal them now in Corona time when they are not able to come physically?
So we are trying to do mobile online classes, but that's not working out great, honestly, because it took us a long time to even get like cell phones for 40 students. Not to mention they have leaking roofs and lots of issues. We are still struggling, but we are trying to provide worksheets and mostly trying to do online training for now. But honestly, this doesn't work. This digital learning does not work for poor people. And when you have a full-fledged school, it's still difficult to, get them into the mainstream. So, no, it is affecting us pretty bad. It's quite bad.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And you're doing great, I must say that.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
So last 1 minute, we can take one more question.
Yes, hello, ma'am. Parmita,
Hi.
ma'am, how would your model go for some private good schools? Any other idea regarding the affluent class of people who are having children who don't do anything? I think so.
I think the same idea of just employing students as teachers, it goes a long way. Because even if you look in affluent societies, the kids, when they're earning money, it's not the same as receiving money from parents. So when they have that freedom, that that they can do whatever they want with the money, they become teachers, they become more responsible. So I think that whatever we are doing can be exactly replicated in private schools, but maybe the vocational trainings can be more in terms of like having a nursing school. Like that's what we plan on anyway, but because of lack of funding, we haven't been able to do that. But the vocational training can be kept in mind, keeping into mind the professions that they might like to follow. And otherwise, just employing students as teachers, it really works wonders. Like you have to see that to believe it. Now, if you get a time, I did share a Google Drive link. If any one of you get time, please do go through that. There are some videos of students teaching, and then you can see how great they are as teachers.